Assessment, adjustments and reassessments. Assessment is the process of making judgments about an individual's competence through matching evidence collected to the appropriate outcomes related to a NSQF aligned THSC QP. Candidates who are deemed not yet competent on a summative assessment will normally not be allowed to be reassessed on more than 2 occasions. When learners have to undergo reassessment, the following conditions will apply. Specific feedback will be given so that candidates can concentrate only on those areas in which they were assessed as not yet competent. Reassessment will take place in the same situations or context and under the same condition as the original assessment. Only the specific outcomes that were not achieved will be reassessed. Candidates who are repeatedly unsuccessful should be given guidance on other possible and more suitable learning avenues. A candidate for assessment has the right to appeal against assessment decisions or practices they regard as unfair on the basis of unfair assessment, invalid assessment, unreliable assessment, unethical practices, inadequate expertise and experience of the assessor. In order to ensure assessment are fair and reliable, there are various principles that must be adhered to. These are appropriate. The method of assessment is suited to the outcome being assessed fair. The method of assessment is fair in relation to the subject matter and outcomes to be assessed. Manageable. The methods used allow for ease of arrangements, are cost effective and do not interfere with learning or assessment process. Integrated. Evidence collection is integrated into the work or learning process where this is appropriate and feasible. Valid. The evidence focuses on the requirements laid down in the relevant unit standards and match the evidence requirements of the specific outcomes. Current. The evidence is up to date and does not refer to old or outdated information and knowledge. Authentic. The assessor is satisfied that the evidence is attributable to the person being assessed. Sufficient. The evidence collected is sufficient to establish all criteria as set out in the specific assessment criteria have been met. Systematic. The overall process ensures assessment is fair, effective, repeatable and manageable. Transparent. The process is transparent, that is candidate understand the entire process and the criteria that apply and can contribute to the planning and accumulation of evidence. Reliable and consistent. The same assessor or another assessor would make the same judgment in similar circumstances.